Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here today with the LEGO Dimensions Unikitty Fun Pack. This is set number 71231. It is ages 7 to 14, has 57 pieces, includes one Unikitty figure and one Cloud Cuckoo car. This was released in Wave 2 of LEGO Dimensions Wave Packs, which was in November 2015, and this retails for $15 in the United States as a pack. It's actually one of the cheaper tiers of LEGO packs for LEGO Dimensions. Here on the back we get to see the different models we can build in this set. Once you put Unikitty into the game, it will give you the instructions to build the Cloud Cuckoo car. Once you upgrade it enough times, you'll get the Extreme Soaker instructions to rebuild it if you wish. And then you can upgrade it further and get the Rainbow Cannon instructions, which again, you don't have to rebuild these to get the upgrades to work in the game. Just as long as you do the in-game purchases with in-game currency, it'll all work out. You could leave it as the original model if you wanted to. Here we have the instructions with very happy Unikitty. I want that so badly. But we're just going to build this version for today in the pack. And then that's all they show you in here as far as the actual building. The rest of it is in-game. They do have instructions on the LEGO website. It may be updated a little later than this video's initial release. We have two bags here, one with the larger parts, mostly for Unikitty, the character bases, and some parts for the Cloud Cuckoo car. And in here we have some of the smaller parts. Only one of them is actually packaged together. You can see all the flowers there. Let's open this up and build. So here we have the assemblies for Unikitty and the Cloud Cuckoo car. I'd like to mention at this time that the Cloud Cuckoo car isn't built exactly the way it's shown in the game, since I have not plugged it into the game yet as of recording the video. But here's my best estimation of how it looks in the game based on the box art. And I'd say it's fairly accurate. There's still bits on the back that I'm not sure about as far as the build. I'm sure you'll mention them in the future in the comments below, but as of recording this, the instructions have not been put on the LEGO website, and I just did the best that I could. There is still enough space so you can use the jumper to install Unikitty, right on top. So it actually looks pretty nice and, fairly useful for Unikitty. Of course, a little small for her in this style, but I'm sure it'll be very cool once we see it in-game. From here, I might as well take a closer look at Unikitty as well. I'm not going to put her onto the pedestal I normally use since she has a bit of an interesting shape. So I thought I'd just keep her on the character base, which is a very colorful thing. It is printed and preloaded with using Unikitty in-game. So even if you don't have the figure on the base, which you obviously do assemble, you can use just the base by itself. It'll put Unikitty in the game, and it'll also give you the instructions for the Cloud Cuckoo car. The Cloud Cuckoo car by itself has a rewritable base, so it can be used with any vehicles in LEGO Dimensions. Up next, we'll take a look at the Extreme Soaker. Again, this one was a bit of a stretch as far as getting the right details in. Just trying my best to estimate how this looks when we see it on the box. I was having a bit of difficulty with the interior, a little bit on the backside, but I'm sure that it looks a lot better when we get to the instructions. Again, I don't have them available, so I'm doing the best I can to put this in. I did figure that most of these, if not all of these models, will allow Unikitty to sit on it, so it seems like the most appropriate place to put the jumper tile so that she can actually be near the controls. This one seems a little bit better in terms of its size and how it stretches out and how it looks. It's still got the silly look on it, and yeah, it looks like it has extra features on the sides, but still has enough room for Unikitty to look like she's piloting the vehicle. And last but not least, we have the Rainbow Cannon, as best as I can interpret the box art. They do have it from one angle, but I was still able to get a good number of detail into this based on that picture. And I actually do like the way that this is made. I like how the colors are different from both sides, getting that rainbow effect. Even on the eyes, it looks pretty neat. Along the back, though, I did have some trouble with trying to figure out how that was built, but I did the best that I could, and it seems relatively stable based on my interpretation. And what I do like about this, yet again, Unikitty can actually fit on the back. But this time she is hanging a little bit off the back compared to what I built. So again, when we see the official instructions, it might look a little bit better from that side. But it still looks like she's close enough to the controls that she can fire this thing off. When I started collecting the LEGO Dimensions packs on the release date, I actually did try to do some of the builds on my own without the in-game instructions, and I did really enjoy it because it offered this uniqueness to try to copy it just from one angle and one picture on the box. I don't really mind too much about how I build these. I think they're fairly accurate, but we'll see more about that when we get the official instructions from the LEGO website. Overall, I do like each of these models. They're very colorful and creative. I do like the Unikitty in this pack. It is relatively the same build as other previous Unikitties. The only difference are the two printed pieces here. They're probably the most interesting pieces out of the entire thing outside of the character bases for anything brand new brought in with this pack, and something you could only find with this pack as well. Most of these other pieces you could find from plenty of other LEGO sets. And overall, I can't wait to play with this in-game. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos and more LEGO Dimensions.